Hello, today is Wednesday, October 8th, the 281st day of 2014.
And you're listening to The Wire. Good morning, Norman, Oklahoma. Keegan Mina here, along with me always, Jeremy Deere, my partner in crime, the Goondog Millionaire. Welcome to This and That. We're on every Wednesday morning from 9 to 11, Central Standard Time, of course. You know why? Because we live in the heart of America. That's right, heart of America, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You can listen to us several different ways. You can go on our station's website at wire.ou.edu. That again is wire.ou.edu. You can go on livestream.com/thewireou. But we recommend you guys to download the TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone, or you can go online, type in TuneIn, and then search your student radio. You'll find our The Wire, because there are like 30 The Wires. But there's many ways you can listen to our show. Also, if you could please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Our Facebook is facebook.com/thisandthatwire. Not and, but N. This and That Wire. Our Twitter is also at This and That Wire. And you can also email us at thisandthatwire@gmail.com. If you're a musician or in a band in the Oklahoma City Metro and are interested in being on the show, let us know. You can hit us up, as we are always looking for talented musicians to provide us insight on the local music scene. And plus, Jeremy and I, we are big advocates of local music, so please let us know, tell your friends, and keep on rocking. So, Jer, how you doing today?
I made it this far, as always.
That's what I like to hear. How was your weekend? What did you do? Anything interesting?
Well, as you know, it's Halloween season, so the haunted houses are in effect. I got a chance to go hang out with some friends and, have a good time. What'd you do?
Watched football pretty much.
What'd you think about that game?
Hey.
Come on, to the Horny Toads?
Yeah. It's hard. It was
Hard
upsetting.
game,
However,
it was a shot to the gut.
I didn't appreciate really was how a lot of the fans were starting to bash the team on social media.
I know.
It was almost like there's a lot of fans that just pretty much
fair weather fans.
And that's what makes me a little sad about some OU fans is
that
goes with everybody
exactly.
too.
Every team has those.
They always when you lose, you have to blame somebody, and it's sad that one loss and they're already giving up. And it's not like they're out of like the possibility of them being in the playoffs, because everybody that was top ranked lost that week. It was like a crazy week in college football.
But that's like 9 spots they moved down.
Yeah, so. But all I'm saying is it's not over yet. We got OU Texas this weekend, which is a big thing. I wish I was going, but I have to do other things.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm stuck working, but hey, it's fun.
Make sure to get some turkey-covered bacon or bacon-covered bacon or caramelized bacon at the State Fair over in Texas for us.
Yeah, if you guys go down there, man, send us pictures.
Take us pictures.
All the great food you're eating, because we're going to be missing it.
If you are happening to be in Norman during this weekend, we have 2 soccer games. We have one on Friday at 7. And we have one on Sunday at 1, and I'll be working both of those.
Are those free or discounted for the students?
If you're a student, you can get them for free as long as you show your student ID. And we're in Big 12 play, so I think we're playing Baylor and then Tech, or vice versa. I get them mixed up. But, soccer game this Friday at 7, soccer game this Sunday at 1. We got college football on Saturday. We got NFL football on Sunday. And we have 2 special guests in our booth today from OETA, Jessi and Carlos. Real chill people, real chill. They'll be on a little bit later to talk about their web series, What's the Deal?, which is a cool web series they got on OETA, talking about cool facts from Oklahoma. So we'll hear their input in a little bit, but I want to hear more about these haunted houses.
Yeah, it's have you not been to any of them? I
haven't been to one since I lived in Alaska.
I hadn't been to one since me and Lyra first started dating, but it was one of those things that's when she was willing to go out and do things, but now we're both homebodies, so neither one of us really care to get out that much. But it was fun. It was the most fun is waiting in the line, and people complain about that, but you get to talking, and next thing you know, you have friends that you've never met before in front of you and behind you, and it turns into a party just waiting in the line.
Yeah, it's something like when I go into concerts, waiting in line, you meet some really cool people.
Exactly. So
where was this one at?
Just as long as you have fun. We went to a couple, so they're scattered through the city. Don't want to give a shout out to any one of them, because
you just
they're the general haunted houses.
Was any of them have anything really really like good that
there
surpassed?
was Well, it seems like they all have the same thing, like the tunnel where you walk in and it's spinning around the walkway and gets you all disoriented. And then, what I miss is the Freddy Kruegers. They don't have them as much as they used to back in the 90s.
Who?
And exactly. Exactly. What else did you do this weekend?
Well, I worked that football game with you and Carlos, actually. Carlos on the show.
Yeah.
We got to go up to the University of Central Oklahoma. So we worked a high school game, Santa Fe against Westmore, which was fun. Haven't been up to UCO before, so that was interesting.
What did you think about their new stadium? That was crazy, huh?
Well, I didn't even
Hey, is that Bronco?
know.
No.
That is not Bronco.
No. They all look the same. What are you talking about?
The stadium was nice. It's a cute little stadium, I guess. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare. I guess that's that elitism here at OU. We had the 85,000 seat venue, whereas this
It's
one
cute.
It's a cute little stadium.
You should see their band. I think it's like 20 people big. It's the pride of UCO.
The Broncho pride.
Bronchos.
Bronchos, go Chos.
Yep, go Chos. Roll Chos.
Roll Chos.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a topic of debate. Is Bronco spelled with an H in it? Or
Up
no
there it
H?
is.
Is it Bronchos?
I don't know. We should see if we can find somebody to message us and see, can tell us why there's an H in there. Because everybody I've asked, they don't know. But, hey, it's original, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, you don't see it spelled like that anywhere else.
I mean, I've never heard it spelled anywhere else, but yet again. But we did that on, what was that, Thursday or Friday?
Maybe we should put an H in Sooners.
Schooners.
Schooners.
Isn't that the little cart they drive?
That's
the
a schooner.
Schooner.
Yeah, so they're, I guess they're
Your OU Schooners.
Schooners.
Show Schooner. Show.
Roll Schooners.
Roll Schooners. Roll. Schooners. We have Boomer and Schooner. But I got to record, film the first college our practice for the men's basketball team on what's today? On Monday.
I can't wait till basketball season.
It's gonna be a lot of fun when basketball starts up. We're gonna have a lot more fun here at the Lloyd Noble.
Oh yeah, lots more stuff to do.
Make sure go look up, see what the ticket prices are, maybe, and get ready for. Well, if you're a student, most of the games are free except for the men's games, I believe. Women's games are free. Men's games are gonna cost money. But we're going to have that coming up. And then soon we're going to have wrestling and then gymnastics, which I'm looking forward for women's gymnastics.
So how's the volleyball team doing? You don't know?
Well, we've won. We beat Kansas. That was 23rd. And then we beat Texas Christian last week. And then next Friday, I believe, or next Wednesday, we're having another game. I think we're playing Texas Tech, which I heard is pretty good. So, but overall, they're doing pretty good. So I can't see any flaws in our team so far. OU women's soccer is doing the best they've ever done. They've ranked the highest they've ever been. I think they might have lost that ranking though. But overall, a lot of cool things happening. I guess there's a burger thing coming on today, like a burger at noon at the Union here. There's like free burgers.
Burger Fest.
Burger Bash, I believe it's called.
Burger Bash. I knew it was something.
So
like
if you're
that.
hungry and you need burgers, there should be some burgers here at the Union. But yeah.
Well, what do you say we cut to a song and then we'll come back with our awesome
I think it's a good idea.
guest.
Let's have some Smashing Pumpkins on for you, and then we'll talk with Jessi and Carlos about what's the deal with What's the Deal. You're listening to This and That on the Wire.
It's the show that ruins your college experience.
Keegan and Jeremy, you guys suck.
This and That on the Wire, your student radio.
Gets me every time.
Yeah, you're still listening to This and That.
Apparently we suck, according to Lyra.
I like that one.
And now we have our special guests here in the studio, Jessi and Carlos. Hi, guys.
Hey, hello.
Hey, I don't think you suck.
Oh, thanks,
You
guys.
are great.
So, we've known you guys for quite a bit.
Yeah.
We've known Jessi for like 3 years. We've known Carlos for about a year.
It's just
You guys
been
were-
a couple months, don't lie.
But we wish it was a year.
No.
So
it feels like a lifetime.
Okay.
we met you guys over at the Red Hawks, and you guys work at OETA. How'd you guys get those jobs over at OETA?
Well, I've been there for like 10 years now, and I started there as a part-time employee just because they were awesome and they hired me. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was pretty awesome, but they were looking for a part-time employee. I was actually right out of college. Essentially, I was working at Channel 5 for a little bit, and then I moved over to OETA, and they were pretty great. So when they had a full-time position open, I started there, and then I just started, like, tearing the place up. I was running camera, running audio, and now I'm a senior director. I even have cards that say that. Kind of makes me feel old, but I have cards now, so I feel like
Senior.
total grown-up. Yeah.
Okay, so if
AARP cards.
so our listeners that are in the broadcast field, in the major, what would you tell them? How like what's the best route outside of college to get involved with a?
Well, it's all about just showing up. I think to a lot of things. Just show up and be ready to work. And when people see that, that's really what they're looking for, is someone who's ready to work and is there and is excited about doing it. And then you're in.
Yeah, and when you're working, stay off your phone and just get to work. That's all you gotta do.
Truth.
Stop the suckage.
Just get to work.
I heard somebody at one of my jobs got in trouble. They were checking their fantasy football team during a broadcast, and things went bad. So
Did they win?
I don't know. Probably
Oh.
not. That would be their luck, though, right?
That would.
So, Carlos, how'd you start over at OETA?
Well, I was studying at OCCC, and then I interned at OETA, and luckily I did a good job while I interned. And
He did a great job.
You know, a good friend of ours, Mark Alexin, messaged me in the middle of the night, say, "Hey, we got a full-time position open. Would you like to apply?" And I applied that night, and then a couple days later, I got hired on full-time. Been working there for over 2 years now. I got a card too.
You know, Mark used to.
Yeah,
do
Mark
the
used to
wire
run this
years
radio.
ago.
Yeah.
You guys didn't give us any of these cards and this cool swagger that you gave, right?
No, I didn't put in my cards in there. I only get 10. So
10 a year.
I only get not a year. I just got the 10. I'm not gonna get any more.
So you guys work at OETA, but how did you get this web series going? What's the deal?
Well, that was just something that, as OETA in general is trying to get more into the digital space, because that's kind of, you know, what all the kids are doing, and it's the rage this year. It's the future. So I just came up with the idea one day. I was like, well, we're trying to reach out and get online, and we're also trying to educate people. So what if I do an online show about educating people about things? And that's where it started. And I thought, oh, I'll make it funny, because sometimes I'm funny, and I kind of like science. I kind of like science. I'm kind of that kind of nerd. So I was like, we'll do it about that. We'll do funny science educating web, and that that was kind of the.
And I just tagged along, and she said, "Shoot this," and I said, "Okay."
Yes.
That's what I did. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of shots. Get to shoot out in the sun sometimes. Get to get out of the studio, which is great.
Yeah.
So you're blinding us with science,
Kind of.
Trying to.
just like the song.
So what kind of things do you cover there in the? What's the deal?
Well, so far we've got 3 episodes online right now. We've got a bunch that are in the works right now.
And where can people find these episodes? You know, if they want to show their kids or want to
there's
learn more.
TV.
OETA.tv.
Yep, there's one. They can find it on their Apple TV, YouTube.
Are you guys on Twitter or anything? What's the
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
All of that.
Facebook.
The handle to all of those is What's the Deal? Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our show.
And we have some of those links already on our page. If you want to take a gander on our Facebook page, you can go and see those.
And while you're there, like it.
Please.
And like Carlos and Jessi's page. And
Please like us.
Yeah, because we want to be liked by people. We hate not being not liked by nobody.
kind of needy in that one.
Yeah,
Little
we got to
bit.
be needy.
And here's what you can see so far. Our three episodes so far are Why is the Dirt Red? How do tornado sirens work, which is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
And then the last one we just did was about refraction, which is like mirages that you see on the road. Like, what's the deal with that?
She had to sit down on the road. It was pretty hot.
I burned my bum.
It was hot.
Both physically and
sweating.
metaphorically.
Yes.
We were all sweating outside.
So you got this cool little umbrella hat.
Yeah, where do you get those from?
I actually got that from Julian Manzo, who goes here at OU.
Oh, wow.
He said his parents bought it at a festival. I think it was at the Watermelon Festival, maybe. And they bought it, and I had a Facebook message him to let me borrow it. I still need to return it to him, so
Oh yeah, you should give that back.
yeah, I'll give that back.
But then
Yeah.
it's not the same without. You can't really have the show without it. I don't think. It
That-
makes
that-
sense.
Yeah.
That should be your deal. Like, just even in the middle
Always
of
have an
winter,
umbrella.
yeah, you got the
You're
umbrella.
like,
hat.
what's the deal?
It's like Blue's Clues. Steve had the shirt. You know, you
That's
should-
true.
No, she has the shirt. She has the shirt.
That's true. I
It-
got the
it-
shirt too.
You
She
should have the
got, she got
umbrella.
it the wrong color, but she has the shirt. She has a chroma green shirt. Chroma green shirt.
I did do that. I bought a green shirt because I thought it looked good with like my skin tones and whatnot. And then I realized that, oh wait, we can't do any chroma key now because I bought a green shirt.
Green.
So everything is legit.
Can't
Yeah.
you use a blue screen?
No, we don't.
Shirt's got blue in it too,
Yeah.
Can you use a gray screen?
possibly.
Oh, okay.
Or we could just get off our butts and go outside and shoot
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Which we like to do.
So, like, how frequent do you guys go out to do these?
The first couple, it took us a few months to get together, so we've only done 3 in the space of about like 8 months. However, we did just get a bunch of new ideas, and we are going to be launching in January 7 more episodes. Starting at the beginning of January, there's going to be a new episode every week for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The
awesome.
greatest
Busy.
month of months. January is the best month.
January.
So, are you guys
2015.
in the middle of shooting that stuff now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
we are.
And can y'all talk about like some of the subjects that you're fixing to cover, or
that's the
y'all
boss.
gonna keep it top secret?
Hold on, let me call the boss. I'll be right back.
Gotta wait to see.
Gotta call the boss.
Yeah. I can give you a teaser. It's about most of them, actually all of them, are going to be about
Oklahoma and what the deal is.
how television works, how our really ginormous television tower
Cool.
in our backyard works. Because we have behind OETA, it actually was a Channel 9 tower too, but it was at one time the tallest structure in America for like 2 years in 1951.
Oh wow!
It's very tall, and it's a really cool structure, so we're going to learn about that.
So
And
you guys are
how it works.
located up there in the antenna farm, right?
Yep, that's us.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. What else are you guys working on out there other than just what's the deal? Is there anything about OETA that is up and coming, or people should watch? Or
Yeah, I think we have a new gallery coming out tomorrow about comedic people, comedy people, I guess.
Comedians.
Comedians,
Yeah,
sorry.
there you go.
Yeah, comedian.
Yeah, we've got the PBS Fall Arts Festival is coming up too. It's a bunch of programming every week of like musicals, if you're into that kind of thing, and performance
Plays
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And our usual stuff. We always got the O&R, which I have to plug because I also play. I'm actually the director of the O&R as well. We're going
do
to
the
have some
graphics.
really awesome election coverage coming up.
Yeah.
With the election coming up in November, so we're going
Yeah,
to have a lot of
yeah.
stuff before that. We're going to have some debates on the website, I believe. I don't think we're airing any more debates, but we got something for everyone, really. We got music, we got performance, we got election stuff for those kind of nerds. It's all there. OETA.tv.
And what I found interesting as you guys gave me these pamphlets that OETA, for those that you should know, is part of PBS, Public Broadcasting Station.
Yep.
And it's that OETA is the Oklahoma channel for it, and it's the most watched of the PBS networks in America.
I remember growing up, it was.
It only started when I started working there, though. I'm not gonna.
So do y'all know if Mr. Alexin and Mrs. Alexin are listening, or do they got real jobs?
No, he's asleep. I was playing NBA 2K with him last night.
Oh.
He said, "I said, are you gonna listen?" He said, "I'm gonna sleep through."
His wife's probably at work, though.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
I know. He sleeps in and she works.
Have you guys seen Arrested Development?
Yeah.
Some of it, yeah.
You know, like when Tobias is trying to get the job as an actor, and then Lindsay gets the job as the actor, and Tobias just starts crying in the shower all the time. I just picture Mark doing that.
Nah, Mark doesn't cry. He's not
Yeah.
a crier. He's a hugger.
Blair would be like, I got the job at the news channel, and he'd be like,
Wow.
he had the soap in his mouth. I'm just kidding, Mark. We love you.
It's awesome.
I miss you, Mark. I wish you came back. Speaking of which, did you guys hear they might be changing the name of the Red Hawks now?
Awesome.
I hadn't heard. I knew that they changed hands.
They changed hands. Yeah, the Dodgers bought us out,
Yeah.
but there's skepticism and there's belief that they are changing the name. What do you guys think about that?
I think
I think they should change it to the
89ers?
Oklahoma City Blue.
The blue.
The Blue.
that's interesting. I don't know. So they're going to have a contest? I always love contests for naming.
I think they're just going to change the name. I have no idea what the name's going to be, but I want them to switch it back to the 89ers. I really wish they kept that name. That's a cool name.
Should we
I was
start
born
like
in
a,
'89, so that.
I don't
that's a
like
good year.
that because of the fact that since we all work there, we can't use our old shirts anymore.
No,
Well, it means we're gonna get new
because they're only
shirts.
going to give me one.
I know that's
And
all they give you is a season, but if you worked it long enough, you have a whole plethora of
That's true. I do
work
have several
clothes.
now.
Yeah.
So,
And that means I can't wear any of my fancy hats anymore.
Well,
or your boy shorts.
My little like 1950s French boy shorts. As I go get
those are always the best games when you show up in those. I'll just say
on
it.
camera 4 running
agree
around in the boy shorts.
Picking up stuff. Oh,
God.
there's a piece of trash.
I don't know. Red Hawks are great.
Oh, I dropped something.
Ooh,
I think it's my pride.
No, he never had one.
deep down I'm crying
Well,
inside.
I'm gonna start a Twitter campaign then. I'm gonna start hashtagging out some
Change.
name ideas.
Keep the name.
Yeah.
Keep the name.
I'll have some.
We're
I'll have some
gonna
good ones.
go to the Capitol. Keep the
people.
name. What are you guys protesting for? We want the name. What name? The Red Hawks name. Interesting story. Chris Turner, you guys know Chris. He explained to me
owner
why
of
they
Island
changed the name from the 89ers to the Red Hawks. Apparently, Mathis brothers owned the Blazers back in the day, and there was talks from the NHL that they were going to get a NHL team, and so they were going to call it the Red Hawks. So they made all this merchandise and memorabilia to later find out they're not getting the team. So they're like, oh, we'll just change the baseball team's name to the Red Hawks.
Oh, so the Red Hawks just got like the sloppy seconds.
They got the
of
sloppy
hockey-
seconds.
of the
They're
hockey
like,
stuff.
well, we have all this merchandise. What are we going to do?
So, like, for the first couple seasons, the baseball players were wearing hockey jerseys?
The
No.
bat. The
They-
bat was a stick.
And they got 2-minute minors for fighting.
Yeah.
The bases were pucks.
Yeah.
That
And
sounds right.
there's only 3 innings.
That's the best baseball game ever.
Oh, man. We've had some good games. With some long nights in the ballpark. Good times. Well, unfortunately, we didn't really have any, like, incredibly extra inning games this past season.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not that
the
I
season's
It's never too early to
Yeah.
get
To get
whipped.
jinxed it.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
jin-
hey, did y'all get the schedule for the Red Hawks, man?
No.
Already?
It's pretty jacked up. July they're like gone a whole bunch, and
Oh.
I mean it's.
You already have the schedule?
Robbie was showing it to me.
Oh.
Robbie's got it.
Does
That's
he have a
Robbie's got
little,
everything.
little fridge magnet? I gotta
Yeah.
get a little fridge magnet. Otherwise, I won't see it. Cause
I just download the Outlook calendar.
Yeah, I have
Sync
it.
it to mine.
I actually,
That's what I do.
I
It's
physically
the easiest way.
I handwrite mine on my calendar on every single. I'm not joking. I actually go and I'm like, okay, this whole month.
I didn't know you could write.
I didn't know that either until I found out
Oh.
that I could.
it was a happy day.
It was a glorious
I would
day.
just like to say I feel like the oldest person in the room here. I'm the only person in this room that is not staring at their Mac right now.
No, I
And
had
I'm
to,
talking
You have
about
an
writing.
iPhone.
I'm talking about putting fridge magnets on my. I am so old.
I had to look at the microphone
I'm looking at the microphone now.
because we're microphone lookers.
And I'm looking at the weather because it looks like it's gonna be kind of different lately. So let me just go into that. Then we'll
Do it.
we'll hit a break and we'll come back with some really awesome stuff. Your 5-day forecast is going to be highs of 91, low of 68 today with partly cloudy, 0% chance of precip. Thursday it's going to be 89 with a low of 68. And Friday looks like there could be some scattered T-storms, 60% chance of that. Followed by Saturday it being cloudy. Maybe it'd be a good opportunity to go to Texas Saturday, if you know what I mean. Be high as 68, 51, 20% chance of rain. And then Sunday, looks like we'll have some afternoon thunderstorms with a high of 77 and a low of 56. Sounds like it'll be a great weekend if you don't like the sun. So, like I
Hate the
said,
sun.
when we come back from this break, we got a Bubble Boy, an Aussie street fight, and potatoes are sprouting in weird places. You're listening to The Wire.
That's back. Yeah, you know that thing we were telling you about when the music's being
It's
real?
back.
It's back.
So it's filler.
Okay, we're back. Okay, bye.
You're listening to this and that.
Keegan and Jeremy on the wire. This and that. Listen online.
That's Stephen Thorne. He can serenade your soul.
And before that, who was that?
That was the cast of Cheers with Go Getter. It's actually one of the songs I found on here, and I was like, I like this song, so I had to go and buy it. It's a good song. So, before we left for break, Jeremy was talking about some news teasers, something about potatoes and growing and Aussie fights and things like that. Jer, care to indulge us?
Are you guys curious? Is that what it is? You just want to know? That's
Yes.
the whole purpose of the teaser. We'll start out with the Bubble Boy. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about this, and I cracked up, and Lyra didn't quite get why I was laughing so hard, but I thought it was funny. Apparently, 42-year-old was it Reza Baluchi was in a seagoing cylinder. It's basically a bubble encased in a metal frame, and it was supposed to be for world peace or whatnot, but the Coast Guard got calls that there was a man in a bubble who looked disoriented asking for directions. And this is out in the middle of the ocean, so he's like, "Where's Bermuda?"
I think I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
But apparently he got caught up in the the Gulf Stream, and he got blown off course, and I don't know what he thought. He was going to walk across the ocean for world peace.
I can assure you, the closest part of America to Bermuda is North Carolina, and I believe it's 1,100 miles.
Well, apparently he was going all the way across, but he was going to hit Bermuda. But they said whenever they plucked him out of the water in his bubble, he didn't want to leave his craft.
What's the deal with that?
Exactly. See,
What's the deal with bubbles on the ocean?
Put a lot of work into that bubble.
They said he had just a few power bars to
He's
eat.
like a giant Powerball is what he is.
Yeah. And a couple balls of water, so that was the main reason for plucking him out. But after they got his bubble out, he didn't want to leave the bubble. So
I picture it like a hamster in a little.
that's exactly
ball.
the way he created it. Was that way he could
How does
stay
he
in his
breathe?
ball. I don't know. Maybe he put little vents in there.
But wouldn't water get into
Valves.
it?
You could put air valves in it. Won't take water in.
Maybe that was the other reason for plucking him out of the water.
Maybe that's why he was disoriented.
Why are you whispering?
I'm whispering because
because it's
this is
late
how I
night
talk.
with Carlos.
Bubbles
You listen to the slow jams.
on 94.4.
I could do the Mexican announcer voice if you guys want.
555-895.
No, it'd be a lot louder than that.
Telemundo, Orlando, Florida.
No, just OETA, everything OETA. Wouldn't bring up the other channels.
Yeah.
Orlando, Florida.
Well, I just posted that to the Facebook page, so if you guys want to follow along with the Bubble Boy and read what that was about, some more interesting clues in there and facts that as to what the guy was doing.
Was it John Travolta by any chance?
I don't know, that's the first thing that came to mind. That'd be
Really?
fun if
That's
it
the
was.
first thing that
Is
came to your mind?
Yeah, you
John
don't remember
Travolta?
the
There was a
John
movie of the Bubble,
Bubble
Boy.
Boy.
The original Bubble Boy had John Travolta
Yes,
in
I
it.
remember
Oh
that.
yeah,
I remember the movie.
I like
forgot
the
it was
second
him.
one better though.
With the nerdy kid.
Yeah,
and,
that was hilarious.
and then there's the Bubble Boy from Seinfeld.
Oh, see, you got
I don't
me.
watch
No?
Seinfeld.
You don't watch Seinfeld? Wow. There's the door.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm
It
sorry.
was good talking
Oh,
to you
Soup
guys.
Nazi. I've seen Soup Nazi. Does that count?
I
No.
guess, but it
Okay.
doesn't count for what we're talking about.
You're right.
Potatoes in weird places, or
Kangaroos,
Aussie-
man.
Oh, yeah.
Aussie street fight, man. Have you guys not seen that video?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It was
It's pretty
viral,
funny.
and I figure everybody's seen it, so it's
Oh,
something
yeah.
to talk about because that was very weird. But apparently, a man in Gosford, Australia, on the 7th of October, captured two kangaroos engaging in a 5-minute street fight, which looked pretty brutal, and it lasted for a while. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, me and Jay were over at O'Connell's watching like Sports
Sports,
Center,
yeah.
and that comes up. And what's crazy is their tails.
On Sports
They-
Center, it was.
Yeah, it was on like
That's awesome.
it was like on or like highly questionable, one of those shows. But
Yeah.
what's crazy is like they'll do a double like punch or a double kick, and they're using their tails to stand.
Yep.
Like those are some strong tails.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit with one of those. It cements the fact that everything in Australia can kill you. Even the cutest little cuddliest looking thing in Australia, it will kill you.
Wallabies.
Imagine if
careful.
you could teach kangaroos to play patty cake.
Patty.
Like with the feet, too.
That'd be hardcore patty cake.
Extreme patty cake. Only down under.
That was Jake Gyllenhaal in Bubble Boy.
That was Jake Gyllenhaal, huh?
was.
Oh,
huh?
that was hilarious.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna watch that tonight.
went 5 minutes, and it's not like it was out in the wild. It was in like a neighborhood.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is
Yeah.
the backdrop for this fight.
Somebody should edit a video and be like, in this corner, at 300. I don't know how much do kangaroos weigh.
I'd say
At
200.
18 pounds.
Just say it in kilograms because then no one knows
Oh yes,
anyway.
in 3 billion kilograms from Australia. This kangaroo. I don't know.
Have you guys seen that other? I've seen it on YouTube a couple, like the guy fighting the kangaroo.
No.
No, I don't
Dude,
think I have.
he gets
bet- I
whooped.
bet he- yeah, I bet he gets whooped.
dude.
And
Which
it's-
is it's crazy because it's not fair. You can't kick the kangaroo back. I mean,
Well, are they like
You can
endangered?
taser it.
dude,
could
it's
taser it.
literally in a big huge ring, and like there's a crowd, and like the guys. I mean, he gets a good couple licks on the kangaroo, and the kangaroo just goes off,
Bam.
man.
That's so
it's
crazy.
like when Will Ferrell fought that bear in semi-pro. There's a bear. Why? There's a bear. Nobody move. Nobody move.
I immediately regret this decision.
Yeah, but like I said, it's something wild to catch, man. I posted that one too, so all the listeners go to the page and you can follow along. Hey, Mr. Pletz apparently is listening.
Kenneth
Our
Pletz.
dear friend.
Hey, Ken.
Hey Ken.
Hey Ken, what are you doing?
He's been actually doing some research on boxing kangaroos, so that's probably why he's
He's
listening.
researching a role for his next
Yeah.
upcoming film.
Yeah.
Little Joey.
Get it? Because the little ones are called Joeys.
That's what I was going with.
I got it. Sorry.
Science.
What's the deal with kangaroos boxing?
Well, you
What's-
see, Keegan, they like to fight.
They're angry.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive individualis. Well, and you also want to know what's the deal with some potato sprouting.
My favorite food is potatoes.
Let's
Will
see.
it still be after this story?
I don't like potato
You
salad.
might want some nice soggy potatoes after this story.
What?
This next story takes us all the way to Colombia. We're staying there national today. I don't even know where to begin.
Usually at the beginning usually is the
top.
best place.
Well, a shocked medical staff in a clinic in central Colombia town of Honda has
drive
discovered
those.
a potato growing in a hoo-ha. Yeah.
What?
Exactly. The local media reported that on Wednesday. The bizarre phenomenon was discovered when doctors attended a 22-year-old woman complaining of abdominal pains. The embarrassed young woman explained that she had been advised by her mother to insert a potato as a means of avoiding unwanted pregnancy.
Huh.
She's
It's
quoted
a
as say-
spud.
Okay.
she's quoted as saying, "My mom told me that if I didn't want to get pregnant, I should put a potato there," and I believed her. And the unnamed patient, which of course is going to be unnamed,
Yeah, I would hope so. 'Cause you
Yes.
don't want that getting out.
but after leaving the potato in for about 2 weeks,
Anonymous.
she began to experience intense pain in her lower abdomen. The potato had germinated and grown roots that were actually dangling out.
All right, so let's just, as the lady in the room, let me just say that there are a couple lessons to take from this. One, your mom isn't always right, first of all.
My mom is always right.
You don't always have to listen to your mom. And second of all, food goes in your food hole. And that is all. We don't have to overthink this, people. It's not healthy. Don't do it.
Jeremy was like
Just saying.
giving me hints that this is going to be a good news story this week.
Ever since Sunday when I
he's
read
like-
this, I laughed.
He's gonna love it. Keegan's gonna love this. I was like, oh man, I don't want to know, but now I know.
There's a couple valuable lessons there.
Okay, and I'm just gonna say this. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too far into it, but I actually know a guy who was an ER doctor for a really long time, and he has told me that he's seen this here.
Potatoes?
Yes, in Oklahoma. He saw that happen once.
I thought that was just a Colombian thing.
Maybe they were Colombian in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
My aunt-in-law is Colombian.
So
But
everybody
again,
has
don't do it.
Everybody start a hashtag in Spud and hoo-ha.
Oh man.
We're gonna go viral.
No.
That's
Still like potatoes?
Yeah, you want some mashed potatoes now?
you are what you eat.
I don't even have words.
Oh my
Wow.
god! So we've officially hit a new low on our news segment.
You told us we were gonna hit a new low this week.
Glad to
We're
be here
selling
for
our
it.
we're selling our souls for views and likes, guys. We used to have morals, but now we're
About a week
sinking.
ago.
About 5 weeks ago.
Oh.
and then we stopped.
It's all about the clicks now.
So check out our page. I just posted the story there, so you guys can get more in depth in it. I couldn't say too much because, I think Hoo Haw's kind of been in the rules.
I think we did so well to the point that we didn't really explain anything, but yet we know. Kind
Exactly.
Of thing. That's what makes us really good, I guess.
I'm proud of you guys.
Thanks, Jessi.
Proud to know you.
I'm proud to be in the same room with you guys.
Aw.
I'm proud to be an American.
There you go.
There you go.
An Oklahoman even?
Land of the free, home of the Whopper.
Yes.
They moved to Canada, so no.
Yeah. They're un-American.
Did they?
Yeah.
Burger
Well,
King did?
they
To
bought
avoid
out
taxes.
Tim Hortons.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
they
And
bought
then
out Tim Hortons
that's right.
and moved their home offices, and the Whopper
See you later, eh?
tastes like horse
Mhm.
now.
I love Canada. Have you guys ever been to Canada?
No.
I have.
Canada.
Oh yeah, you're from
great.
Buffalo.
I'm from Buffalo.
That's
so yeah.
practically Canada.
Yeah, we go to Canada like for field trips for school. It got kind of boring actually after a while, but I really do like Canada.
Did you used to go drinking there? Well, because it was
When you're
younger.
18.
I was a goody two shoes, but yes, a lot of my it's as soon as I hit 19, it was weekend road trips over to Canada. But
What can you do?
I was a good kid. I was like, oh wait, it's all right. I'll be legal. What can I say?
Speaking of drinking, I think it's time for the beer of the week.
No, that's like next hour, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, what can we have it now?
I don't know. Because
Okay.
it's not ready yet. It's still
It's,
brewing.
it's still fermenting.
Yeah. Still fermenting.
To be very precise, I hear.
So, what else on What's Up Oklahoma? What's
the deal?
What's the deal?
Yeah, what's the deal?
What's the deal,
What's the
Oklahoma?
deal with that show?
Well, we've got this big project coming up that starts in January, so that's kind
Yeah.
of got me me and Carlos both
Busy.
pretty busy just dealing with that. But we're always looking for more ideas, things that people maybe always wondered how that worked or what.
So where can
What's
people
behind
drop
that?
off these questions and suggestions for topics?
We have a YouTube page, so if you are struck and want to comment there, but we've also got the Twitter, we got a Facebook page, What's the Deal Okay? You can leave us comments on there, Twitter, # What's the Deal Okay? And just, always looking for new stuff. Personally, I'm thinking I want to do one about rubber trees, because the fact that rubber comes from trees blows my mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, you
what
should
the
do one
heck?
on birth control.
No.
Well, it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Mostly
Don't
for-
listen to your parents, kids. What's the deal with mom? Why is she telling me to stick potatoes weird
Yeah.
places?
No, we're sticking more to the physicals, the engineering
Yeah.
type sciences. Safer that way.
You gotta stay away from that biology.
Yeah. But we kind of want to also just highlight stuff that might be unique to Oklahoma because, we're OETA. We've got the O right at the beginning there for Oklahoma.
And as a reminder, you can also, on our Facebook page, we have some links that you can access of What's the Deal. We have their Facebook, we have their Twitter, and their OETA programs on oeta.tv. So you can go on our page and find their stuff if you need to.
Yep.
But follow us, please. Facebook.com/this and that wire. Not and.
In. Let the letter,
Like
the letter
letter.
in.
Everything's this and that. You can also follow Jeremy and I's individual Twitter pages. Jeremy's is a little simpler. His is at JIV3.
I got that whenever before people even knew what Twitter was. My sister said, "There's this new revolutionary thing," and I'm like, "You IT people are all the same. Okay, I'll join."
Yeah.
So
That's kind of what I said too.
I was smart enough to just go with 4 little digits.
You should have went with the Dallas Cowboys, and you could have got a lot of money for it.
Why are you whispering?
I'm whispering.
I'm Westeros. I'm one.
It's because he's intense. He's brooding.
And Keegan.
I don't know what that means.
Keegan
My-
at Mina.
At Mina.
Mina.
MEENAGH.
And if you're Siri, it's pronounced Minag.
Oh, nice.
When you call.
Siri is a
yeah.
nag.
I know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Follow us, please. No, that's all I was saying. Okay,
I was saying.
I'm going to whisper now.
So on the Android iPhone debate, where are you guys at? Aren't one of you?
iPhone.
I'm still leaning iPhone, but I don't know. We were talking about tablets yesterday too. I know. I
Yeah.
was thinking about getting a Surface, but I have an iPhone. It's old as all get out, and so elderly iPhones really, I guess, are where my heart is.
I have a Note
'Cause-
3, but I want my iPhone 6 Plus here. And I'm gonna get it here pretty soon.
I'm waiting for the second gen to come out, but yeah, I mean, until Androids start working friendly with Macs, I got to go with the iPhone.
That's true.
I'm sticking with my phone till the day it dies. Got the iPhone 4.
Yeah, baby. That's
Yeah,
what this one is
not
right
even
here.
that 4S, just the 4.
Just the
Give it a
4.
couple more
No
months.
Siri, nothing.
No, we don't need Siri.
Just give it a couple more months. I don't have Siri.
My mom's got a
I
smartphone.
got Siri.
My mom's got a
She's
smartphone
cool.
and it's got like its own Siri on it, and it's just weird to see my mom use a phone at all, like a cell phone.
Yeah.
And she always talks to it like, "Tell me the directions to the grocery store."
Speaking of your mom, I seen her over the weekend.
Yeah, that she told me she saw you over at Lowe's.
She was just sitting there. I mean, she always talked to random strangers
Oh,
because she didn't realize it was me until I looked up and I was like, "Oh, you're Keegan's mom." She's like, "You're Jeremy," and then we just had a good long conversation, and we were actually there for paving stones.
my mom loves to talk to people.
She's like my dad. My dad.
It
does
gets to
the
the
same
point where me and my brother and my dad are like, "Can we just go now? Can we just leave?"
thing. People probably assume that like my dad's one of those lonely old men that has nobody to talk to, but it's not the truth. He has all kinds of people, and he still just talks. And
Just talking.
Yeah.
I find that the older my dad is getting, the more he wants to talk. It's like the older he gets, the more he turns into a 14-year-old girl. It's weird. I don't.
What's the deal with?
Oh my gosh! Did you hear about Aunt Becky? No, Dad. What is happening?
look at her butt. It is so big.
Yep, we're getting there.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Speaking of dads, mine just got awarded last night. I don't know if you followed me and seen all my pictures. My dad was recognized last night by the AARP, the old people's
Nice.
thing. You know, funny thing is, have you guys seen the South Park episode with the AARP and Hometown Buffet?
Yes.
Well, that was the reason why he joined, because he's like, well, those old people might need to come save me one day, so I better join up with them. But
I guess that's a good idea. That's planning.
that's what he's thinking. He's
So,
like,
so what was the award for? Did he like? Do
it was
something
just
awesome?
recognition for being Native American and old.
Hey,
Ah.
well, bonus.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a bunch of like.
I did see that picture that you posted on your Facebook, and your parents were adorable.
They look
Yeah.
like they were.
They're hardly
cardboard-
ever in the same spot. They're like the moon has to line. It was a full moon. Hey, that's
There you go.
Somehow, some way, it looked like they were cardboard cutouts of them. When you look, if you look at the picture, they look like they're cardboard cutouts.
I should cut them. I'm just learning how to use Photoshop.
Maybe they
so
were backlight heavy.
It was, yeah.
why.
It was like, oh man,
Says the
are they
photog.
there?
yeah.
You should make some cutouts of them. Like,
And
Life
post them in
size?
different places.
Make
what
some-
is life size? They
Put
look
some
like
fat
they might have
heads
been
on
kind
the
of
wall. Fat heads.
Yeah, my dad's the shortest of his brothers, so yeah. And my
Awesome.
mom, she's typical woman size.
Are both your parents from the same tribe?
No, my mom's she's from the Otoe, Missouri, which is located north of Stillwater, south of Ponca City.
Okay.
And then my dad's Kickapoo, and
Cool.
he's from out east, Hera,
Cool.
the Polish settlement.
I drove to Hera to take a picture of a sombrero tornado siren for what's the deal over there.
A
Dude.
sombrero.
A
Yeah,
sombrero tornado
They're
siren.
stuck in the
They're-
50s.
It's
They
awesome.
Are. They are.
It looks like a huge, giant
Great town.
yellow sombrero.
Yep.
Yep.
But it's a tornado siren. Watch the video.
Yeah.
You can find out how it works.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Okay.
I actually seen that, and that was one of my favorite ones.
yeah.
What, the picture or the video?
The Hera.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're finally getting settled in and out there in our weekend spot too. Me and Lyra, we did a lot of work, back-breaking work.
Ugh.
In
I know.
Hera?
Paving
You
stones
could-
and whatnot.
My
apparently.
mom said
I don't
something
know.
like, "Next time I should just force Keegan to go help you."
I know that's
Like,
what she
don't force
said.
things on me.
I'm like, he don't like physical work.
I don't.
If he sweats,
No.
he gets all prissy. Oh my god,
Why
my
am
beard!
I here? Why?
My beard is all sweaty.
It's all sweaty. I'm tired. Can we have a lunch break? Why are we doing this? I don't
we-
even want to
are we
help you.
done yet?
I don't even like you that much.
You know what? Ew.
Ow.
Ew.
James Franco is out. Orange mocha frappuccinos. Dad, get out of our basement.
Oh my god, dog.
Sean Connery, hot.
Ew.
Ow. Ow.
Jesse's having too much fun.
Sean Connery's ill.
That's the sound your mother made last night, Trebek. Moo. I'm Sean Connery. I don't know. Where are we going with
You
this?
do a pretty decent Sean Connery, and
I
it was
reckon
it was actually seamless transition from 14-year-old girl to Sean Connery that you did
Stop
right there.
it.
It's,
Stop it, Joseph. Ow.
That might be the sign of mental disorder or maybe
What's the deal with
I don't
that?
know.
What's the deal with Keegan's weird voices? Send us a note and take a picture.
It's awesome.
So, you guys doing anything cool for OU Texas?
I'm working.
Working for the money?
Yep.
Are you going to be there too, Jessi?
No.
Yeah.
Am
Oh.
I?
Yeah, it's UCO game.
Is that on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yep.
No. Yeah, I guess they all are on Saturday.
So,
So
you
I'm
know
gonna
what
be doing
us
that.
three are doing? Yeah. You should join us.
Yeah, Keegan.
Keegan,
You join us.
Just sign my name in the little book and so I can get paid for that game.
I'll try if it
Trying to
works.
be like, I don't remember Keegan working here. This game?
Whatever works.
Why are there so many ostriches?
Why does it look like Carlos's name on there? It looks like Carlos's handwriting.
Nope.
He's not going to look at handwriting.
Yeah, you
No.
don't compare handwriting.
Just write it left-handed.
Well, but you know the best part is we're gonna have the OU game on. We're mostly gonna be watching the OU game. While
No, we're
doing
not.
it.
Brandon might be listening.
Well, that's true. Well, I have found in the several sports arenas that I have worked in, I have found that it often the game that you're actually working on is only one of the games that is being paid attention to at the time, because these people are crazy sports nuts. You guys both.
I'm not a
Working-
crazy sports nut.
You know, the main
Well,
reason I work
You're
with
very educated about sports, though,
Thanks.
and you're like always
But
paying
nothing
attention.
else.
Yeah.
the main reason I work with Island Grill and everybody, it's just for the conversation going over the comm.
Truth.
You should have heard our conversation at the Santa Fe Westmore game on last Friday.
You can't bring that up on this station
Why not?
because it's inappropriate.
About the referee.
It's
The other
inappropriate.
one, the
That's
other one.
I don't know what you're
inappropriate.
talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah, the ref.
That was funny.
They would throw the flag, and the ref, he was a little bit of a heavier set guy. So when they would put on the mic to do the penalty, he'd be like, "Holding,
5 yard penalty.
offense. Please reset the game clock to."
He would point the wrong way, and then it's like 5 yard on the defense.
Yeah, he would point the wrong way and say the offense or the defense, and they said, "Please reset the game clock to 2:37." But he kept like
Please-
there was
please
about
put the fourth
4 or
quarterback on.
5 times he mentioned to reset the game clock.
In-
Yeah, he
in the
yelled,
first
he
quarter,
yelled at the
man.
clock guys to pay
He
attention.
goes, "Please pay attention to what's going on down here." And then I
Oh.
guess you guys said
And I
that
was-
the
Time
clock
clock guy
the
was
clock
pretty mad.
guy's chair broke.
Yeah, after a
Oh,
while.
that was funny, dude. Reset the chair.
Reset the chair.
So the operator operating the clock,
Yeah,
his chair just like collapsed on him.
he broke
And
it.
then I guess our boss goes, "Reset the chair."
No, it was Carlos.
Oh, Carlos said it.
Was it
That
you
is
or was it
awesome.
Turner?
I thought it
one of
was
them.
you, but I guess it could have been me. I don't remember.
Chair.
Yeah, he just pointed out. He's like, reset the chair.
Every time we play Hey Ya by Outkast on when
Every single time. Every
Santa
time-
Fe plays, they ask me what's the name of that song, and then the guy asked me that day, and I said it's called Reset the Clock.
No, because you looked at it, you're like, are you serious?
Yeah, because he
He
asked
was
me
like,
that.
yeah, I'm serious.
I,
He's like,
I got
reset
asked
the
twice.
clock.
So yeah, like I guess the game before the PA announcer, which is like for Edmond Santa Fe, he accidentally said on over the intercom, one of the players ran out of bounds, and he goes,
Why did you go out of
"Why'd
bounds?
you go out of bounds?" And everybody, in the
I apologize for that last announcement.
They had to have heard the whole control room laughing in the background because that was
Yeah,
was
he
awesome,
accidentally
dude.
he
That
accidentally hit the continue button instead of the
was continuous.
the continuous instead of the
Again, and this
other one.
This is stuff that you listeners can do, man. Aim high, man. You're students here at OU, and
Absolutely.
I mean, this is-
indubitably,
If Keegan
fun.
can do it, you can do it.
exactly.
if I can do it
I mean, shoot, I was a theater major,
at Pepperdine.
and we theater majors. I mean,
Pepperdine.
come on.
Go waves.
What was your
No.
mascot? Go Wavy.
Willie the Wave.
Willie the Wave,
Willie
That's
the
what it was.
Wave.
Willie
the
Wave.
worst mascot
Oh, dude,
ever.
look that up. Put it on the
Willie
show
the Wave.
people. Willie the Wave.
I would like to see a vote. Willie the Wave, or
I like the old one.
The old one was King Neptune, which was awesome because he had a trident
Exactly.
and he was Ariel's dad in The Little Mermaid. I mean, come on. But no, now we switch to Willie the Wave, who is just goofy.
And it's a funny looking dude.
Yeah, and they send me.
Was that Turner that said he liked that?
Probably.
So one of them was
Probably.
like, I like that. That's not too bad. I'm like,
No.
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 It's terrible.
Is
Yeah.
that cotton candy or is that a wave?
Don't eat it. That's the moral of the story there. You don't want to eat that.
Unless mom says, then you know we got to do what mom says.
No.
Always learning life lessons here on this and that. Don't mess with.
Don't mess-
Potatoes.
or kangaroos. You don't want to You don't want to fight them.
Yeah, they're pretty deadly.
Your photos could not be uploaded.
Even the internet hates Willie the Wave.
Willie, come on.
Whoa.
It's not a JPEG. Well, shoot. Come on.
All this technology.
I'll do it the super happy, extra cool way. I'll do it this way. Willie, you're with us now. Join us, William. William the Wave.
They send me refrigerator magnets too.
Do they
It's
really?
Willie the Wave on
Would
them.
you like to donate money to your prior college?
No.
Okay, it's not
Not
I
Willie
hate
the
this.
Wave
I hate it.
College.
Willie the Wave's not going to be on our Facebook page.
So,
guys.
all you OU kids out there, be happy with your Boomer and Sooner. They're
Yeah,
awesome.
they're cool. They are
They're
actually
cool. They're
cool.
horses. You know, you got a good like battle cry.
A visiting.
Did you ever see Little Red, the old Indian mascot for OU?
No,
Yeah, they had to change that in the 70s.
I was gonna say
It
that
was-
kind of sounds a little racist.
I didn't think.
What
You
is
know
it,
what?
Little
For
Red?
being full blood Native American, I'm not offended by Redskins or nothing. I mean, like, I guess if you named the team something else. Oh, you're looking at? Put some of those up there then.
Yeah.
Click on them. Go to view image.
Well, I guess it's not as bad as it could be.
No.
Yeah, we were actually
No, that's
talking about that a
not,
little bit. I think there may be a fine line between celebrating the culture and then mocking the culture. I don't know, because I think that some of them, could be considered, or maybe originally, well, maybe not.
And that
originally,
kinda goes
but
with
these
the
days.
whole,
They're celebrating the culture, not trying to make fun. But if somebody's offended, then you gotta.
It kind of goes with the whole Washington Redskins ordeal that we've been having in the news.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I don't. That didn't bother me. Like the Redskins. Now, if it was like the Washington Wagon Burners, then yeah, I would be kind of like that's kind of, or the Washington.
Well,
I can't say
according to
that.
my boss, it's never been racist comment to call somebody a redskin.
Well, that's like calling like I don't know. I guess that's like calling a white person Whitey or something.
Yeah.
It's like, hey Whitey, let's go with Washington Whiteys.
Yeah.
represent. I don't know.
Yes, yes.
I think they should be changed to the Washington Kickapoos.
Well, the
There you go.
basketball team used to be called
Exactly.
the Washington Bullets, and that was deemed kind of back at the basketball the NBA
Yeah.
team. They're now the Wizards, but they used to be called the Washington Bullets.
And
Do
so
they
how
not
co-
like that because so many people get shot in
Exactly.
Washington D.C.? Okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's offensive.
So does the Irish not like the Fighting Irish?
I love it. I have no argument.
I'm not even Irish. I love
It's
it.
actually funny because the story from the name is something along the lines of
A leprechaun? Was there a rainbow involved?
because it was a Catholic school, they associated Catholics with Irish, and they sort of Irish with I guess they associated with monkeys. So they came out like the Fighting Irish. It was actually kind of an insult almost that their name is that.
Interesting.
But it's, something along those lines. I don't remember word for word or detail for detail.
For the record, I did notice that it was like a lot of the like half Indian or quarter Indian people that get more righteous than the full-blooded Indians.
Could be.
I mean, I got a couple relatives that are like, yeah, well, I don't care too much for it, but I'm not gonna we got bigger problems to solve
Yeah.
than changing names. Like we could use all that to get a national apology or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes. What makes me mad is the fact that it's going to
You know what really grinds my gears?
What's the deal with grinding your gears?
No, I'm just saying that's what you said.
I didn't say that.
You could
They
have.
did.
You know what really grinds my gears? When the government gets involved with this whole NFL ordeal about the name change.
Again, we got bigger fish to fry, man.
Sure
There's
is.
more important things.
Man, like we have the name change of the Red Hawks.
I know.
Keep the name. Keep the name. Keep the name.
Hashtag
This-
keep the name.
Hashtag.
Hashtag keep the name.
Hashtag
I
potato.
can't-
Hashtag.
I got nothing.
Hashtag.
It was Spud, remember? It was
Yeah,
Spud a while ago.
Hashtag Spud.
On that whole naming thing, though, I remember when I was young, kind of being jealous a little bit that my culture, because I'm half Italian. My dad was actually born in Italy, and I always thought it'd be cool to have like a team that was like the New Jersey
Meatballs.
Italians. Italians.
The
Wow.
New
I
Jersey
I was like,
meatballs.
I want a team.
We got
Bobbity
Joey.
boobity.
We got Joey D, Mikey T, and Little
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah. Never got that though. Probably won't ever.
And they.
I always thought that about the Jeep Cherokee when the Cherokees got mad and said, "No, you can't." I mean, I'm like, dude, that would be awesome if there was like a car named after my tribe.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
unless it was like
Unless it was like a
the
Kia.
Ford Pinto or something. Yeah, like some little dinky
like the
thing.
Kia Kickapoo.
Yeah.
Well, they
That'd
have
be
the
awesome.
Ford Fiesta, and that's a little offensive.
You don't like that one?
No, I don't like, because I don't have a Fiesta.
Do you have a Siesta?
No,
Oh,
neither.
Okay.
Ford Festiva.
Never heard of it.
It's probably better that way.
I don't even think that's Spanish, is it? Festiva.
I'm not sure.
So Kenneth,
I'm not Spanish.
Ask your local government
Kenneth
officials.
Kenneth Pletz is the only person that sends us comments on our Facebook page during the show.
He's our trusty listener, all the way from Michigan, living in Oklahoma.
Looks like Dr. Mancake strikes again. Not many extra innings.
Oh, don't talk about him. He'll show up.
Dr. Mancakes will return next week, 9 to 11. Same bat time, same bat
Oh, I thought you were
channel.
gonna do a Scooby Doo thing. I was like, watch the
On
kids solve a
another-
mystery. Dr. Mancakes.
Thelma said jinkies.
Also, it seems like the website is like Mabel and has the ill communication. Is there anything I can do to maximize the buffering on my end? I do not know.
We don't
Kenneth
understand
Pletz.
that language.
It seems
Pletz.
super technical.
You
I
can
know.
text us, Ken. I mean, we have phones.
The TuneIn app is better.
Yeah.
Ken.
We might as well do that plug-in right now.
Yeah, dude. Download the TuneIn app because it's really kick butt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been having some technical difficulties throughout the year with our radio feed on our station's website, but it's working now. Hi, hands. If you're watching us
Yeah,
on our
hopefully-
feed, you
hopefully
can
there's
see
the
us
feed.
wave. You can see a hand. But download the TuneIn radio app on your Google or your iOS device, or you can just go on the website tunein.com. But make sure you search in the search bar Your Student Radio, and you will find our The Wire, because there's like 20 The Wires. So Your Student Radio, follow us, keep it on your profile, copy that URL, paste it somewhere where you can keep it. Any way possible you can listen to our show. It means a lot to Jeremy and I when you guys listen, because it means that we're somewhat of importance, I guess.
Yeah, you know how vain we are. We like to talk about ourselves. It conflicts every once in a while when we're alone. I'm like, no, I'm the most awesome. And he's
I
like,
say my name first. It's my show.
exactly. I'm like, no, it's my show.
If you didn't mess up all the
I
time.
think, I think it sounds better, Jeremy and Keegan.
Okay.
I know,
well,
because but
age
you know,
before beauty.
No, you gotta let the kids
Are you
go.
calling them more beautiful than you are?
Age before beauty.
Oh,
He's not very beauty.
It's radio, so they can't see.
yeah.
But if they could hear my voice, they should know. We're gonna have some soft
Hey, by the
jams.
way, it's that time. So all you guys, do your shout outs, message us, text us, iMessage us, whatever.
If you have my number,
Message the
it's a little
show.
easier to text.
His number is 580.
Don't if you have it, but if you don't, then don't do it. All right.
Yeah, text. We'll do the shout outs coming up. It's 10 past the hour. You're listening to This and That.
It's always happening. So,
So how's your mom, man?
what's the deal with this Radio Logic DJ computer program that's messing up, and our song should be playing? And it's like, there we go. There we go. Bye. You're listening to This and That with Keegan
Let me just tell a story and I can make it really good.
and Jeremy
I'm covered in blood. The pig is dead on the ground.
on The Wire, your student radio.
It beats having to say that when you record it and it says it for you.
That
Yeah.
guy that said that stuff is a really cool guy.
Don't lie.
He's really cool.
Thanks. I'll tell him that.
The
As I-
second guy, I'm
as I
talking about the
grin.
pig blood one.
That was you liked that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was
intense.
awesome.
I told him we should put that in there. That was from
I didn't want to do that, but it came out good.
Yeah.
we did stories about each other.
Wow.
His story about
Cool
about-
story, bro.
Is that your moose story?
Yeah, it's
my moose
just-
story,
Okay.
and well, that was me getting mad at him.
And I never, dude. He was just getting
That was
mad.
B-roll footage of I'm getting mad because I'm explaining my story and he's just giving me this look. Like,
I just want to do an interview, right? If you answer my questions with 2 sentences, I got my every shot in order, and I just got to put it together.
For him, I just let him talk for 17 minutes about a story.
I
didn't ask him
was
one
just gonna
question.
give
I was
him
like,
everything.
yeah.
He's like, just talk about it. So.
Just say the story. I'm covered in blood. The pig is dead on the ground.
I'm trying to give him stuff, he can use. And
Just let me tell the story. And I was getting real.
I should have put the
really
moose
mad.
horns up, dude.
I was getting
That
really
was awesome.
he had horns? It was kind of like this.
Kind of like moose looking.
Like, hey, Rocky.
Hey.
Rocky was it Michael J. Moose?
Was that the moose you ran into?
Wait, no. Rocky is the little squirrel, right?
Yeah, Rocky's a squirrel. I had to Google that the other day.
That was before my time.
And now, here's something you'll really enjoy.
How does your voice do that?
I know.
What's the deal with your voice?
What's the deal with that?
Is that a compliment or is that like his voice?
No, that's a plug.
Yeah, that's good.
What's the deal? Hey.
Yeah, it's a plug.
We'll be calling you to set up interviews in a couple weeks.
So I'm looking at these little pamphlets you're giving me about this Fall Arts Festival.
Yep.
That you guys got, and Kristen Chenoweth is going to be hosting it.
Yeah,
She is,
Oklahoma's
and
own.
in November there is actually going to be a Kristen Chenoweth special.
right.
It's going to be, I don't know, I probably should have done more research to know all the details about it, but she runs a masterclass up at the university in Tulsa, and I forgot it. But she comes back a lot, and she invests a lot into colleges here in Oklahoma, because, you know, that's where she's from, and especially musical theater programs. And so she's got a show coming up in November where they're going to talk about that kind of stuff and just, you know, in general, how awesome she is, because she's pretty cool.
You guys are going to have Cats, the musical,
Yeah.
played, and Tony Bennett with Lady Gaga.
Yep.
Yeah, have you not seen that?
I've seen a little bit. Apparently, like, her voice is actually not that bad. She's singing like big band music with Tony Bennett, which is kind of cool. And then
She's fallen off. She's resorting to big band singing.
hey, big band music's pretty cool. It's one of those like Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra kind of sound.
Yeah, if you're into that type of thing.
Which everybody should kind of, sort of, maybe, possibly be in sometimes. That's just me though.
Well,
She's
So-
still not attractive in my
Oh
book.
no.
Oh.
Ugh.
well.
Ugh.
I think at
What?
least no. I was just saying at least in the Tony Bennett specials he's wearing like normal human clothes and not like a dress made of meat. So
Yeah.
Or potatoes.
it's a little better. Or
Or duct
potatoes.
tape.
Yeah, none of that. Just normal clothes. Yeah.
What else you guys working on out there?
Like I said before, we got 7 episodes of What's the Deal coming up starting in January, which is web only. For our air, we've got Gallery is our documentary program that is going to be debuting a new show tonight
No,
about
it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night,
It's
sorry.
called Just for Laughs.
Yep.
Or the Improv Club.
Yep, it's about stand-up comedians in
Oh,
Oklahoma.
that sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think it'll probably be pretty good. Gallery does some pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah.
And then with elections coming up, that's going to be our big thing. So
November 4th.
you know, get registered to vote, y'all. And I just said y'all.
Watch OETA.
I knew. I was gonna say, y'all.
I'm from Buffalo. I've been here for way too long. But
Yeah.
a lot of that coming up.
And legalize it, right? Just kidding. No.
Just
We-
depends.
this is where we have
depends
to
on,
walk away.
Yeah, exactly. I can neither confirm nor deny. But get registered, y'all.
Yeah, get registered. Make your vote count. Do something
I probably
positive.
should register, shouldn't I?
Pray.
I forgot to vote this
There's a
last
post office
election.
a couple doors down from here.
I know.
I asked if they had it. They said, no, we don't do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? We don't have any applications for voting.
That's not an application. It's
So you get a little, like,
it's a form.
You gotta
it's an
You
application.
gotta apply. You've been
gotta
denied.
apply.
You cannot vote.
I got denied because I didn't put the postage on. I thought it was free, and so I went on vacation. I mailed it the day before I went on vacation. Came back from vacation. It was in my mailbox. They returned it because they didn't have any postage.
They're like, who do you think you are, Congress?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only reason I'd want to be part of Congress is just the free postage.
I did not know they get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do get that.
They can send anything, any size, anywhere for free.
Huh. Well, good for
Well,
them.
can they
a perk.
receive anything at any size for
Or
free?
you could just buy stamps. It's the same thing.
Or you can just steal stamps.
No, that's illegal.
Well,
We can't condone any illegal activities with this show.
Nope.
So don't steal stamps and don't legalize it.
Well, if they legalize it, it won't be illegal.
True.
Oh.
That's true.
Yeah.
unillegalize it.
And don't take our guns.
Oh Lord, here we go. That's awesome.
The controversy.
Controversy. Can we talk about beer of the week now?
Actually, I got the top 10 going.
Top 10.
Yeah,
The
man.
Top 10.
It's
Top 10.
It's 10 Oklahoma stereotypes that are completely accurate, and some of them are, some of them's not. But you know,
Where's
some's kind of
this from?
general. This is actually from a real estate site I found.
Real.
It's a Movoto, real estate made easy. Anyways, the number one is Oklahomans will deep fry anything. it's not a secret that we even eat rattlesnakes, fried steak, fried okra,
rattlesnake roundup. You can have some
fried gravy,
fried fries,
Fried Twinkies.
fried.
Yes.
No.
double fried. And then number 2, every Oklahoman is an armchair meteorologist.
Got a radar on my phone.
Got a radar on my armchair.
That's right.
It's true.
You can go outside. You can be like,
Yeah.
dude, there's a tornado coming.
Yeah.
And it'll be sunny. And people are like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
true.
It's like, no,
Yeah,
dude.
people start using
You
fancy
feel it
words
in my
like dry
bones.
line and
Yeah.
oh well, the hook echo is it's just a couple miles south, but the prevailing winds and the jet stream are going to move it, so I think we'll be all right.
Warm air will mix with cold air.
Wow.
That was awesome, dude.
We got to do what's
And
to
I
do
haven't.
on tornadoes.
That happens fast because I've only been here for a few years and I'm already spouting that stuff.
You got to do what's the deal? What's the deal with armchair meteorologist?
You can tell by it's warm. It's warm, but it's also cold out. You see
Yeah.
the sky? It's turning a little purple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you know
when
what
it's
purple
purple
sky
and
means?
green,
Perp.
run.
Yep. When you see the perp. Number 3 is, and this follows the first one, which is people in Oklahoma know how to pull together in time of crisis. And I think that was obvious back was it 2003 or when the bombing went off?
That was
That was
1995.
1995.
Was it 2004?
Close.
Are you
No,
talking
it
about the
was
May 3rd
1990.
tornado?
Yeah, no, 1995. And
April
then the
19th.
May 3rd of 99. I remember that
Yeah.
one. And then this last
May
one.
20th.
Like Oklahomans, they know.
Yeah.
There's none of this. Oh, every man for themselves. It's like
No, it was pretty awesome.
No, the
You had to-
camaraderie here is great.
You know what was cool about the tornado, from my experience,
Other
was
than all the
other than
houses.
everything that wasn't cool,
Yeah.
was the fact that there was no electricity in our little area. So
Yeah.
like day 3, everybody was cooking steaks and like trying to get all the meat out of the freezer and cook it
Yeah.
up. So it was like
Yeah.
a big street party, like with,
Yeah.
with stuff all over the
I
place.
remember helping my aunt and uncle that week, and people would be driving with trucks. They're from like Kansas and Nebraska, and they're like, "Hey, you guys hungry?" And we're
No,
like,
this is just like people cooking the food
Oh,
so it
yeah.
don't go bad.
But
it was cool.
there was people from all walks of life in Oklahoma, not even from the state, just helping out. Like it was some kind of, I guess it's like a Midwest thing. A lot of people from the Midwest came.
It's the heartland, man.
America.
The Heartland.
But why are you whispering?
think late night jams.
Am I whispering enough for you guys?
Carlos missed his calling. He should have been in radio.
I should have been in radio.
You got a face for radio.
That's right.
I have radio hands.
Yeah, but I thought that was one of the
What
coolest
is
things.
radio hand?
Radio
See
hand.
these hands? They
Yeah.
were not meant to create, only to destroy.
Radio?
You get
Yes.
those little baby
Question mark.
hands.
That's awesome.
Number 4, it's a requirement if you live in Oklahoma to know who Will Rogers is.
You know, I heard he never
True.
met, he never met a man he didn't like.
True. Funny story. When I first moved here, I was working at OETA. I'd only been here for a couple years, and we were doing an interview show, and we happened to have one of Will Rogers'
Children?
relatives, children, grandchild. I'm not.
Kin?
Might have been a grandchild. I'm not sure. And I was running Chiron. I had to type the names, and they just told me, "Oh, this person's name is so and such Rogers, like Will Rogers." I did not know who that was, and I did not know how to spell it. So I spelled Rogers wrong on
Without
the
a D?
super.
With the D. You put
Yes,
the D in there.
I did,
Roger.
and I got in trouble.
Yeah,
They were like,
that's
how
another
can,
one.
you,
Everybody looked
how can you not know?
Like, baby, back to the corner.
It's like, I'm not from here. I don't know. I'm sorry. So
Yeah.
there's truth to that one. I've been yelled at because I
Well,
did
he
not
is
know.
Oklahoma's favorite son.
And we have an airport named after him.
And a turnpike named after
And
him.
the room over in the Union over there is named after him.
There you go.
The Will
And
Rogers
I think
Lounge.
there's maybe a high school and
My baby's going to be
a
named
street.
after him.
My baby's name's gonna be
your
named after
baby.
him.
Whoa. You guys heard it here first.
No, I'm just kidding.
They have
It's
a,
be-
that.
it's
Now,
going to be
doesn't
Will
he have-
Who's
Rogers
the father?
Deer.
Doesn't he have a drink named after him? Or is that Roy Rogers? Like Sprite
I don't
and
know, I don't
grenadine?
drink.
Or Coke and grenadine?
I don't know.
No?
Oh, no, we don't drink.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we don't
So
drink.
we can't condone that.
Okay.
Just kidding. I don't know. I don't know very many mixtures.
And now
I
the
do.
beer
I do
them-
like rum and Coke. Or Jack
Remember
and
last
Coke?
time I did that rum and Coke at Audra's birthday? I meant to get vodka and Coke. I said rum and Coke.
No, you did vodka and Coke.
I do vodka and
Rum
Coke.
and Coke
No, I
doesn't
love
taste
vodka and
good.
Coke. Rum and Coke tastes nasty, but I ordered
Yeah,
a rum and Coke.
That's like the only way to drink it.
And I was like, this is not good.
Crown and Coke.
And I
Yeah,
was
Crown
trying to
whiskey
sip
and
it. It was
Coke
just
just,
disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the list. I forgot we were doing this.
Sorry.
The Oklahoma sports fan. If for Oklahoma sports fans, it's all about the Thunder, and that you can't.
That's right. Preseason starts today.
Exactly, because
the Nuggets. Go Thunder.
even if you're a Sooner or you're a Cowboy or even a
Golden Hurricane.
yeah, like it's all about the Thunder, man.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know. I don't know. Tulsa could be a little salty.
I know.
about it.
That's what I was gonna say. I kind of get a feeling at times that salsa.
Are you hungry?
that Tulsa just they're like they don't like they're kind of mad. There's
Well, you know they've
undertones.
got the
Exactly.
shock.
No.
What is it?
Oh yeah, they have
the women.
The women.
Is it called the
WNBA.
shock?
Yeah.
WNBA.
Tulsa Shock.
So
They lost the D League, and now
They
they're
lost
the
the
Oklahoma
D,
City
and they
Blue.
put in Rogers.
oops.
Yeah. Number 6. Moving on. Oklahomans have their own way of saying things, and they'll correct you if you're wrong. What is it? It's not Prague. It's not Prague. It's Prague.
Yes. It's
It's
not
not-
Miami.
It's
Miami.
Truth.
You got to know that.
You do.
Have you
'Cause if
noticed?
you don't, everybody in the room will correct you. Like, I'm
Chickasha.
going to
Chickasha.
Miami, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Where?
Miami.
Miami. Chickasha was another one that took me a while.
He still can't say it.
Like
Chickasha?
that place. I
Chickasha?
don't-
Yeah,
Shish
hey,
kebab? Shawshank Redemption? Chicago?
I think that's the fun of it is listen to the outsiders try to pronounce that. Well, you just say Chicken Town and people know what you're talking about.
Chicken
All
Down.
right.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I met a
Apparently
girl.
not everybody knows what you're talking about,
Yeah.
Jared.
I met a
Yeah.
girl, man. And she said, "Oh, I'm from Chicken Town." I'm like, "Where's Chicken Town?"
Chicken Town. Is that
She
where
said
Keegan?
Chicken
It's
Sure.
funny because my grandfather's from Chickasha.
Chicken Town.
Chicken Town.
Your grandfather is? I thought you were from Alaska.
He's from Oklahoma.
Oh,
I'm from,
okay.
my mom's from Germany. My dad's
You
from the
don't know
Bronx.
where he's
I don't
from.
know.
The Bronx?
Yeah, the
Nice.
Bronx.
The Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mess with my old man.
Yeah.
Your old man?
My old man.
Oh,
Multiple men. That are
I'm
old,
sorry.
That are his.
He's from the Bronx.
The
He'll
Bronx.
beat you to a pulp. Moving on.
He'll have to take.
Yeah.
What's the deal with moving on?
Oh, that turned.
Yeah. What are we doing again? I'm just
Top
kidding.
10, buddy.
Number 7. Oklahomans will watch for tornadoes from their porches, but
Yes.
a quarter inch of snow. A quarter inch of snow shuts everything down.
Truth.
that's right.
I love it
I can't go to work if it's snowing.
because when
I
I
have
was
to be playing
when
it.
I was in high school, freshman year, it was April 22nd, 2008.
Yeah, I remember.
Great day, huh? Snowed 22 inches. We went to school.
Yeah.
Well, the snow all disappeared that whole month. So it was like, oh right, it's gonna be gone. 22 inches. Went to school. Half an inch here. Got the day canceled. I love it.
Well, the
Yeah.
other thing is it like ice is here, so I mean,
Yeah, ice
True.
is everywhere.
And the state of Oklahoma has what, like 7 snowplows, I think, for the whole
Yeah.
state.
No,
So-
they do pretty good.
They do
They
in
do
the
a really
cities,
good job.
you know, like.
and then
but-
everybody has
in the
those
interstates.
big rear wheel drive vehicles, and they're
Yeah.
spinning out. And while
Yeah.
I'm driving in my little front wheel drive, just passing them.
But our ODOT does a lot better than Texas. I
The
had,
TDOT?
I had to drive during one of those storms, and TDOT was terrible.
That's crazy. Storms.
Why are you whispering?
Because I like to whisper.
Ooh. Don't do that. My ears.
I'm uncomfortable.
I know. My ears are uncomfortable.
Keegan started it.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
No, I don't. Probably take I-40.
What's the deal?
Just take I-40 west.
Okay, number 8. Tulsans and Oklahoma Cityans are basically competitive siblings, and that goes back
Yes.
to what we were saying. You know, because
Yes.
I do sense that. But I will say this: being from Moore and growing up in the metro area my whole life, I think Tulsa's cleaner.
I think we've had that discussion here on the show
Yep.
before.
I think that's true. Tulsa's like, I always get the sense from there like artsier.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of more. There's more tight jeans, hipster things
Yes.
going on in Tulsa.
Kane's Ballroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then why did Mark go to Austin
That's a
instead
good
of
question. I don't
Tulsa?
know.
Because Tulsa wishes it was Austin.
Because his jeans weren't tight
Austin
enough.
is like the older brother of Tulsa,
Oh,
It's
okay.
true.
and we're like the redheaded stepchild
That's
of
kinda true.
Tulsa.
No.
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 No?
No.
Don't
In
say
their
that
in their
everywhere.
eyes,
Don't-
We're
No.
like the red bearded step.
There you go.
is that a stab at me? Is that a stab at
It's
me?
a
Just at the
jab.
beard.
That's a
I also
jab.
love that
It's a
Tulsa
jab.
Tulsa has their own state fair, because Tulsa's apparently a state.
I was never
also.
comfortable
The
with
state
that.
of Tulsa.
Great State Fair of Tulsa. What?
I was never comfortable with that one.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, because I had family up there, and they're like, we're going to the state fair. I'm like, that
No, you're
was
not.
like in September.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's going. I'm like, dude,
You're not. Your
we're
own
the
state.
capital city. We have the official state fair. Number 9, Toby Keith has a special place in Oklahomans' hearts.
Mm. That's not
I don't know about my heart.
Well, I was
but
gonna.
it's got a special place somewhere.
And this is where I prove I'm not actually Oklahoman, because he does not.
I'm from Moore.
You've been living here 10 years. You're Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I'm from Moore, and he still don't have a special place in my heart.
Isn't he from Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
that's the
He's on the
one
water
claim
tower.
to fame that we have. Yeah.
And he's at almost all the men's basketball games.
And all the football games he's sidelined.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad he shows support.
He's got a special place in the
State
yeah.
of Oklahoma and the state of Tulsa.
I'm surprised he don't have it like a state country song, because you know the Flaming Lips have a state rock song.
That's true.
So
He's probably working on it right now.
He's listening in. He's like, those guys are right.
he's like they're onto my plan.
Have you seen that Family Guy episode where like he leaves out like a sheep or something for Toby Keith, and all he sees is his hat in the bushes?
Yep.
I'm
don't
going
need
to
to
sacrifice to Toby Keith.
Peter, you don't need to sacrifice a goat to Toby Keith.
Number 10, Oklahomans will instantly treat you like you're an old friend, if not family.
I see that for the most part. Yeah.
I have a dear friend, Marka, up in Denver, and she was in New Jersey, I believe, and she met her husband now, and he's the typical New Jerseyan, and I guess if you live in one neighborhood, you have to eat and shop and everything in that neighborhood. I mean, they're very close knit area like that. Like you go to another neighborhood, the people there won't talk to you, won't hardly she said it's very and so he was like that, and he loved taking transit everywhere, Metro Transit, and never had a drive or anything, and he's just real off to yourself, like you don't want to be bothered. And she said I had to sit him down and say, okay, now when the plane lands, people are gonna say hi to you, and they don't want anything from you.
Yeah,
he's
just
like,
be nice.
yeah, they're not being mean. They'll hold the door open for you. Did you say hold on?
I said hola.
Oh, they said hold on. Okay.
Hold on for what?
I don't know. Yeah, turn down for what?
Hi.
No, but she had explained to him. She had explained to him that hey, dude, these people they're gonna say hi to you. They're gonna wave at you for no apparent reason. And she said he got here and he's like, what are these? What's the deal? What's wrong with all these people here?
Yeah. What's the deal with these people?
I mean, he was literally thrown off by the friendliness.
Yeah.
You notice also Oklahomans use the word deal. Like, give me that deal over there. It's up on the top of that deal.
That deal.
That's one an Oklahoman thing, I think. My grandfather was
like Jessi has a funny story when she got here.
Oh yeah. I didn't understand. I moved here and I had some roommates, and my roommates were from Oklahoma, and one of them told me once. I think I was putting the dishes.
Yeah.
From the dishwasher back into the
The
cabinets.
dishwasher.
The washer, and she handed me something and she said, "Here, put this up." And I started like wandering around the kitchen, like looking at all the high cabinets. Like, what is she? I thought she meant put it up somewhere, like up top on top of something. And she said, like after a minute, she's looking at me. She's like, "What are you doing?" It's like I don't know up where. She's like, "Put it away," because I had never heard anybody say put something up before, and so I had no idea. I was wandering around like an idiot. So that was my crash course in Oklahoma dialect.
So up there in Buffalo, do you have like your bowls facing up, or are they face down?
You mean in the cabinet?
Yeah. Where'd you put 'em up?
Down most of the time.
That's like Oklahoma thing because of the Dust Bowl.
Oh.
You clean it, and so you put your plates and everything was originally
Yeah.
down too, but cups, but
Mine are up. Sorry.
Mine are up too.
mine are down.
Speaking of dishes, my friend Dustin, he's from Louisiana, and they say save the dishes. You save the dish.
Save them from what?
Exactly.
From being clean.
Can you, instead of doing the dishes, you like, I gotta go save the dishes.
I gotta go
That's
save
so
them.
weird.
Superhero.
And instead of like, do you want to go to Walmart? You say, do you want to get down at Walmart? He's actually.
I hope they say that, but I don't know that I believe
Get
you.
down. Hey, there he is, right there. Actually, that's him. He's texting me. Leave us alone, Dustin. We're talking about you.
We're gonna get down to the Walmart.
Toby Keith
we're
doesn't
getting
want
down
to
at
be
the
fed.
wire.
Toby Keith wants to hunt. But he says he has all that because he's with everybody there's the Cajun. He has all these cool things he tells me.
Yeah.
Like, people are called couillons, and he's got all this Cajun music we listen to. And
Sounds like fun.
Does it sound like the guy from The Waterboy?
he does not sound like the guy from
No,
the
not
Waterboy.
does
No,
he
he-
sound. I'm
he
talking about the
can.
music.
Oh.
Does it sound?
Zataran's
sounds-
music. That's all I picture.
Yeah,
Like,
Zataran's music.
Yeah.
Like that's a genre down
it's
there.
like jazzy. No, it's I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, save the dishes. Get down at the Walmart. Instead of saying apostrophe, they say comma to the top.
No, that I'm calling you out on that one. They
No.
do not say
I've
comma
heard
to
him
the
say
top.
that. I've heard him
Comma
say
to the
that.
top. Comma to the top.
That's
And
amazing.
instead of saying yes, they say wah. It's like we and yeah. Wah.
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 Sounds like crying.
Yeah, that's what I say when I'm sad.
And he would show me videos of like Cajun people talking to OnStar. They're like, wah, comma to the top. Try to spell it, comma to the top.
That's awesome.
Save the dishes. Get down at the Walmart.
Yeah, but the big question is it soda or pop?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask
Or
you.
Coke?
It's a carbonated
It's
beverage.
Coke. Everything's Coke.
Everything's Coke here.
Yeah, hey
Everything's
man, you
Coke.
want a Coke? Yeah, give me Dr. Pepper. You know, hey, you want me to get you Coke? Yeah, what kind?
Don't you guys have any Sprite down there?
Cherry.
Cherry.
Vanilla?
Cherry.
You guys have any drinks in here?
No.
Oh, you guys are terrible.
What's that? They brought back a soda from the 90s.
Jolt.
No. It's,
No,
begins
it's
with an S.
Surge.
Surge, yeah.
Surge.
I heard you can only buy it on Amazon, though.
I don't know. I know Mark is gonna buy some.
Yeah.
Surge.
Ibaka.
Something you shouldn't probably drink if you're trying to stay healthy.
You should, and you should probably
And
like
live.
get doctor's permission before you get your heart checked
They
before you have to take
probably-
that
They
stuff.
probably discontinued it for several reasons.
Several.
People are dying from our drink. Why are we selling it?
Making money.
Surge, the mistake you only make once.
Hey, Jer.
What do you say we go to some music? We'll come back with the beer of the week.
Beer of the week. Okay, now
Finally.
we're gonna play the song, but it's probably gonna go out again. So we'll probably talk for a few seconds. So give it a sec.
You're listening to this and that on the wire.
It may not start, but hey, it's got the little
Your student radio.
hourglass, but it's the rainbow right now.
No, it's called the beach ball.
The beach ball. That's
The beach
Mac.
ball.
Yeah.
What can
Somebody
you
hit
do with the Mac?
You hit the
Wouldn't
wrong
happen on a
one.
PC.
There we go. Okay, wait. Give it a sec. We good?
Watch it work.
It's the show that ruins your college experience.
Keegan and Jeremy, you guys suck.
This and that on the wire. Your student radio.
I played the wrong song. I'm sorry. We played the
It's all
same
good.
song twice.
I like that song.
The
Well, you could have had me and Jessi make you one, the bumper. Just play some music.
we're gonna have you guys do
Yeah,
something
actually,
later.
we do that with all our guests. We
Oh,
have
awesome.
them donate some content, and then we also take a selfie.
Selfies.
I guess it'll be a groupie, right?
groupie.
Yeah, groupie.
A groupie.
Better than ussies.
Now is the time of our favorite time of the times of times when time is time, the beer of the week, and on a 1 and a 2 and a 1 2 3 4
Beer of the week.
beer
Beer of the week.
of the week
Beer of the week.
beer of the week beer
Of the week.
of the week
Beer.
beer of the week. I love
We need that little cracking sound.
Wow.
This week's beer of the week is technically not a beer.
Yeah, it actually it is.
Oh.
It is a beer.
Oh,
It is
What's
considered
defined
beer.
as a beer?
It's not a cider.
It's not.
No,
Then what
I
is it?
looked it up, man, because so many people. I was trying to correct. I was trying to be Mr. Smarty Pants Know It All,
Mr.
and I
Moped
got
Scooter.
called out on exactly moped. Still don't know the difference between a moped and a scooter. Dude, I'm gonna post that.
Okay.
go ahead.
I hate that.
So our
What?
beer of the week is
Oh,
Angry
yeah.
Orchard.
Angry.
And I'm just going to go ahead and thank you guys for that because I don't drink beer and Angry Orchards are delicious. So thanks.
They are, man.
I think that's a good choice.
Originally, it was Sam Adams Apple Cider, but they split off from Sam Adams, was still a company, and came up with Angry Orchard. And if you ever have their Sinful Delight, I think it comes out about this time. It's awesome because it's got like extra cinnamon in it. I know, it's good.
The first time I ever had Angry Orchard actually was with you. We went up to the Paseo,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to Sauce at the Paseo, and you were like, "You got to try this Angry Orchard stuff. It's really great."
Yeah, that's the first place I had it, and it was
good
really
stuff.
So for my wedding, that's what I'm gonna have.
Is it on tap or is it?
It was on
bottled?
tap, but it was like $5.50 for like a little
but that's
12
sauce,
ounce
man.
glass.
Wow,
Sauce.
that sounds expensive.
Yeah, it's like
$5.50.
their corn
Corn.
recycled. Their cups are made from corn,
They're
so
what?
like recyclable, 100% recyclable corn made.
Fructose. What was it?
High fructose.
Wait, where was this?
Sauce
I
at
don't
the
know, dude.
Paseo.
Oh,
I don't remember
I haven't
this.
been there
If
in
you look
so
at the bottom of their
long.
cups, it says 100% made out of corn.
Ethanol.
Yes.
Ethanol cups.
Anyways, Angry Orchard, people.
Angry Orchard.
I would.
Num num.
The what is that called? The Sinful Delight is really awesome. I think it's their seasonal one. So if it's not out now, it's out during December, November. They should have it out, but
Yeah, they're starting to get a lot more different flavors now. I know Nick Von Bush, our
The
techie
ginger
guy,
one I
is a
didn't
big fan of Angry Orchard. He doesn't drink beer either. All he has is Angry Orchard.
and technically it's beer. So he does drink beer.
It's debatable. I'm just saying. But now it's time to tell you.
But that does lead into being responsible when you drink, whether you're of age or not. We know you still get your grubby little paws on alcohol, so make sure you're responsible about it. It's about having a good time, not about getting wasted. It should be, at least.
And if you are ever in the position in which you know you can't drive,
Or you shouldn't drive.
luckily OU has a program here called Safe Ride.
And you can pick up those vouchers, the Safe Ride vouchers, at the Oklahoma Student Government Association office, the SGA office, which is located in the Conoco wing of the Oklahoma Memorial Union. It's just, if you know where the studios is, just walk straight west, across the little courtyard. You'll see the Safe Ride signs, the banners. Make sure you pick them up from, Monday through Friday?
Yeah, I think Monday through Friday.
Noon to 7
noon
p.m.
To 7. Make sure you have your student ID. They'll scan it. They'll give you 3 passes. And they're good for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And you can call up certain
They
taxi
have the
cab
vendors
services. Yeah.
on the Safe Ride vouchers themselves, and they're good for
Nice.
groups. They can be. Just plan on waiting a little while, but the wait is worth it because nobody can afford DUI.
Yeah, if you have a large group and you're going to the same place, you only have to use 1 pass, which is cool. But I always recommend, if you're going to use it, call about 45 minutes to an hour before you plan on leaving,
you
because
should actually plan on using it. That way, you know when to call, and you say, hey,
Or
I'm
they
fixing
get
to
there
leave.
early and then you just have to leave early. But that's
Hey,
fine.
you made it home safe.
That's
Truth.
right. That's
But
the goal.
That's the important part.
That's
So-
a pretty cool service.
it's
Yeah,
great. I
that's
know.
awesome.
It's
I've used it a couple times.
I've used it a few times as well.
But
It saves lives, saves money.
Boomer sooner.
Exactly, and also
I had to say that at least once.
some of the some of the like restaurants around Campus Corner and stuff, if they see that you've had too much, they'll actually pay for you a cab themselves out of the
Nice.
till. So,
That's awesome.
nobody likes to see anybody go to jail for being dumb and
especially if you're a college
drinking
kid.
irresponsibly.
It's all about having a good time. It's not all about doing stupid stuff, though.
The stupid stuff just happens.
The alcohol kind of makes you want to do stupid stuff, but just enjoy it. Have some fun with your friends, but do everything responsible. Do things safe, and don't drink and drive. It's much more cheap. It's much more cheap or cheaper. It's cheaper to actually just pay for a cab than all the legal fees you'd have to do in court. So just keep that in consideration. But yeah.
Will do.
So potatoes.
Oh Lord.
Papas?
Tapas.
Tapas.
Papas.
What's a
Papas. Papas or potatoes?
Papas,
Papas.
fritas, fried potato.
Kartoffel.
Ah, auf Deutsch, ja.
Deutsch.
Deutsch. I had that class next after this show, so gotta brush up on my Deutsch. Gotta sprechen Sie that Deutsch.
Sprechen Sie that Deutsch.
You got a
all
little
over the
Deutsch right
place.
here.
Oh, it's in my beard. I gotta pull that Deutsch out.
Wow.
I got some potatoes all up in my Deutsch.
Oh, good times.
Or, I'm sorry, Kartoffels. I have Kartoffels all in my Deutsch.
Oh, that's crazy.
Take German, kids. It's the best language.
No, it's not. It's
So much
Spanish.
fun.
Don't listen to mama there.
just,
There you go.
I hate the articles.
True.
German articles are the worst. There's like 8 thes,
Yeah.
and it's just,
Yeah, but if you don't know the German word for something, you can just add like an en to the end of an English word, and it's pretty much the German word. Like,
Pizza.
this is a microphonen. See, that sounds like it's German.
it's
All just
not.
done.
That's not the correct word.
No, but nobody knows that.
That is
Don't
a
do it.
computerin.
Computer, das Computerin.
Das Ladien. Das Mannen.
Done. Yeah. See, German. You're speaking German.
Bieren.
Das Mexicanen.
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 And Mexican. Like it's a Mexicanen. It's like shoots little cannon
No.
balls out.
No.
We have our Mexicannons. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just eat the strudeln. Drink our cigarettes and
You shouldn't drink cigarettes.
you shouldn't, but I don't know what they do.
I don't know.
I found when I would go to Germany, I found it was very counterproductive. You'd see people running and on bikes and rollerblading, but they'd be smoking cigarettes at the same time.
Yes.
Wow.
So you're like, well, it's kind of defeating the purpose.
Yep.
But the Germans believe the cigarettes, they opens up the lungs and it helps you with the cardio.
The bicycling.
The bicycling to cross the river, and we have the beer later because the beer is good for the liver.
It's true, but what explanation do they have for the sandals and socks?
The Birkenstocks.
Because
That's funny.
that's what I saw
when I was a kid, I would wear sandals with socks. My mom kind of made me. I had like German.
Because she's German.
Yeah, she's like my grandmother would look. You look like a little German boy. Little German boy, yes.
It's going to be the next last generation. It was the Lederhosen. That's how you knew a German.
Now it's Birkenstocks.
Now it's sandals and socks.
Ken is a big Birkenstocks fan.
Is he?
Yeah, I kind of make fun of him.
He's big.
He's got some.
What are you saying about
you know what you say
hefty
about,
guys?
You know what you say about big Birkenstocks? Big feet.
Hefty guy union.
We're in limbo now.
Limbo.
Did we start counting the seconds again?
No, we're not
that's
in limbo. I have another top 10, if you were interested. 10 real people who were mistaken for gods. I don't know, that sounds kind of interesting, if you're more interested in that.
Oh, cool! Shout out.
We have shout outs?
Lyra Lou.
Hey, that's
She
a
said
lady.
we're hilarious.
Hey, Lyra.
Hola, Lyra.
Do you have the beep button?
No. You want to try that again?
wanna try
Remember
that
what
one.
happened last time?
No.
What's the
see.
B button?
When you swear, it goes beep.
Do
But
we have it?
we had the button that makes the beeping sound. So we would be talking, be like, and
Yes.
be like,
Oh.
beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
I'd like to thank everybody for.
Beep.
Thank you.
Beep.
See, that's how it works.
I
That's
can't
awesome.
get it to work.
That's all right.
I'll be the beeps. Beep.
They didn't. Okay, I can't get it to work. Let's try it.
You'll be the.
It's not
No.
working.
They broke it.
Yeah, we broke the B button last time.
I think.
Man,
Wow.
that's a lot of profanity to break that thing.
Beep. Watch your beep.
Keep it clean here.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Beep. San Diego. Do you know what you just said?
Oh,
there we go.
That scared me.
That, and I pulled it, and potato.
You can still hear him through the beep.
That's not a very efficient beep.
I know, man.
You better watch
What
your.
the?
Oh.
He's not even talking.
Man.
Deutsch.
What else do we have on here?
Oh, it's sound effect time, huh?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that when I first came in, is if you had like that awesome machine that had, all the random like really obnoxious radio show
Ow.
sound effects.
Ow. Ow, ow.
Pop a cap.
It's a
Let me
balloon.
pull 'em out.
Oh, bats in a cave. Batman.
Bats in a cave.
No.
Batman.
I am the knight.
Oh.
Where is he? Where's Dent? Rachel.
Where's Robin?
Rachel. I am the knight.
Now do your Bane voice.
You will all suffer when I am done.
Brilliant.
I have to put my hand over my mouth like this. I have to put like the Bane mask on. When the show is over, then you'll have my permission to die. Gotham will be mine.
Awesome.
And Jessi and Carlos will not be.
What?
I'm not scared.
You'll be
Sorry.
nothing anymore.
Oh. Okay.
It's that voice. That's why I can't be scared of Bane.
It's excruciatingly painful.
He sounds like a
You sound like a stopped
Sean
up
Connery.
Sean
like a
Connery.
young Sean Connery.
Like with the flu, with
Your
Ebola.
mom.
Oh.
It's
Too soon,
Do we
bro.
have any
Too
other
soon.
cool sounds?
Here's the sound of Ebola.
What?
That's Wile E. Coyote falling down.
It is.
Because he had Ebola.
Because he looked down. He never would fall down if he didn't look down.
Do you think? I don't know.
What? A chicken crow? Do they crow?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
Sounds
that's
like
not
Tegan.
a crow.
That's from Chickasha.
Chicken Town.
Oh, shout out to people out there in Chickentown listening.
Yes, we've crossed the line into awesome radio show now.
Yeah.
Because we have sound effects.
Man, there's a lot of chickens in here.
Wow.
Let's try this one.
Oh.
Little angry chicken.
It
town.
makes you wonder why this is necessary.
chicken noises.
Is it necessary?
No, but that's what we love it.
Okay.
Truth.
What else you got over there?
Nobody likes change, right?
Oh man, that
That's
reminds
money.
me of a couple guys at work.
Thanks,
That's all they
Obama.
do. You'd be talking to them, and that's what they're doing.
Gotta have that change for the vending machine, man.
We can make a rap song. We should like incorporate.
It's 2 Chainz.
I'll
our
have. He's walking.
2 Chain.
You get it.
2 Change Productions.
Get it.
What's this one?
That is
Comical
a
Descent.
dying alien.
With Ebola.
No?
That's the sound you make right when you die from Ebola.
Oh.
They're like, oh, he's
Are
going.
you guys curious if since everybody's going to Dallas over the weekend and there's the Ebola guys in Dallas and
Actually, I just saw an alert.
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news came up on Carlos's.
Newsfeed.
What'd it say?
He's dead.
he passed
Yeah,
away.
Oh, really?
He did.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
but if they have it contained, then
Well,
everyone should
they
be
better
in
burn
Dallas
him.
should be safe.
You know, like, so you can't
Well,
spread
you can't
the-
say
really?
they better. I mean, if he wants
No,
to.
you
be.
gotta, like, get rid of the stuff, right?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
How do you do that?
I don't
Well, you
know.
can
I'm
just
scared,
you
dude.
can
I'm
just
one of those
bury
people.
him and it'd be
I'm one of
fine.
those people that are scared.
Don't be scared. It's
Yeah,
very
Dude, I
Eric
told
Duncan, he's
Lyra,
dead.
I said, if Norman gets his first case, you better believe I'm not going to school. I mean, there's gonna be like
I don't think anybody would.
bodily fluids and
I will take
everything
online
everywhere.
classes.
Do you have a
Take
problem
online
with bodily
classes.
fluids here at OU?
Don't you? No.
I don't know. I don't
Oh.
come
Wait,
here
what?
often.
Let me just take a sip out of my tea.
No, actually.
Is there a throw up sound? Is there bodily fluids?
Ew.
Wow.
No. No, science content. Warning. Oh, no, dog barking. I was going to do
Is that a
science
diabetic
content,
dog?
but it.
Science content.
No,
Science.
Ebola is actually the R value of Ebola is actually a 2, which is very low. The R value is the
Science people.
science people is the measure of how contagious it is. So an R value of 2 means every one person who gets Ebola could only ever really infect 2 other people.
Huh.
So and that compares really low compared to other things. Like measles, R value is like 10.
Wow.
Like the flu's probably
The
got
flu's
big.
like 8 or 10 or something there.
And you have to be sick in order to get Ebola, right?
It's true. Well, you have, in order for a person to be contagious, they have to be sick. So
Yeah, but the thing
you'll
is,
be okay,
more
y'all.
people die from Ebola per capita than
Then
the
vending
flu.
machines falling on
Right.
them.
No.
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 Yeah.
Like, what's the
don't say stuff
mortality
like
rate
that.
Mortality rate of Ebola?
versus
well, the
flu?
rate
One
versus
so
the flu
far.
Exactly.
is probably higher because Ebola, once you get infected, is
See, that's what
very
I'm scared
deadly.
about.
But
It's
the
just-
chances of you getting infected are like you
Right
could
now.
you'd probably just
Yeah.
go outside and stand with a golf club in
I'm
a
so
lightning
scared.
storm.
You're not making
and
me
you'll
feel
be
any
fine.
better. This has been the Science Minute
Just don't
with
go to
Jessi.
Science
Just
Minute.
don't go to Dallas.
And back to crazy sound effects.
Turn off that clapping.
I can't. It don't stop. Oh, okay. That was 18 seconds of that, man.
Wow.
It's too much.
That's a standing ovation right
Yeah,
there.
dude.
Thanks.
That was
Thanks,
actually
guys.
a nice presentation applause.
Thanks.
You need a chart.
Huh?
Yeah, when you talk about your, like, the R values.
I do.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a lab coat and a pointer.
What's the deal? We have charts all over the place and
Yes.
graphics.
What's the deal with the chart?
What's the deal with deals?
I really love charts. That's why we do that.
Yeah.
I love what?
If you see our shows are pretty charted.
I know. I did see the graphics. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Jesse.
You guys?
do. Yeah.
Oh,
Jesse
see.
does that.
After Effects me in.
After Effects.
I want you to be my After Effects teacher.
Okay.
I
That's
want to take. I wanna
That's
s-
$300 an hour.
yeah.
tutor.
It's $300
I
an
get
hour.
10% commission because
First hour's free.
no.
I'll take care of
No.
your sick dog whenever you leave. You can take a
Thank you.
Vacation.
Thank
and
you.
we'll call it
Diabetic
even.
dog.
Yes.
Do you know how to give insulin to dogs?
You just
I can't
find
give
a
insulin
chubby
to people.
place and
Yeah,
put
just-
it in.
Just right in his butt there. Just give him a little shot at insulin. My dog has diabetes, y'all. It's really sad.
Is he used to the shots? Does
Oh,
he
yeah.
run?
No,
he sees the
he's
needle.
totally.
Like, oh.
Yeah, no, he knows. He sees the needle and he just kind of sits down. He's like, just do it.
Just get it over with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
We
Cue the
have
clapping.
understanding.
Do it.
When she snaps her glove on.
No.
No.
No, too short. Is there a slow clap?
Slow clap would, I think, be more appropriate.
Well
for the
done,
show.
mister. Well done.
Here we go.
What was that?
Ping pong ball.
It was a ping pong ball. We were playing.
You guys been
What
to
was
ping
that?
pong before?
Play Guess That Sound. I'm Keegan Mean, along with me always, Jeremy Deere. We have our contestants, Jessi and Carlos. Can you name that sound?
Can you play it?
What's that sound?
It's a diaper opening.
Ew.
He gets all grabbed, and it's oozing out the side, and it stinks. It's like, no, that's not what. It's a plastic wrapper.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. Next sound.
What is your mother? It's a
What is
boomerang.
that?
It's a whip.
It's a swirl.
A swirl or a squirrel?
It's a swirl.
What's a swirl? I think you added a little to that.
Okay, here. These are specific. Let's see, right here.
Zipper.
That's Jeremy.
To what? To what?
Jeans. Backpack.
Jacket.
No.
Jeans.
Sleeping bag.
Suitcase.
Suitcase.
Yeah, here's a duffel bag. I was gonna go with that one.
Yeah, that's totally different.
That's me.